year. My name is Dr. Fidel Woodward, and I am the proud principal of this school, Vista Del Lago High School, a gold living school and a Title I achieving school. We are a school that is characterized by our school mission to create a culture of excellence. By our Raven values, which are respect, achieve, value, engage, never give up and succeed. And by our school motto, which is to take care of yourself, take care of each other, and take care of this school. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this evening's event. We are so fortunate to have a school district in which partnering and communicating with the community about the great things that are happening in the Moreno Valley School District is such a priority. At this time, I would like to introduce some very important people. Dr. Susan Rainey, the board president for our CLB trustee area number 3, which extends to Moreno Valley. Dr. Ixtian A. Gutierrez, mayor of Moreno Valley. Jeffrey J. Giba, Mayor Pro Tem. LaDonna Jensen from the Moreno Valley City Council. Jesse Marina, Moreno Valley City Council, District 1. George E. Price from the Moreno Valley City Council, District 2. Jesus Hodin, the Moreno Valley Unified School District Board President. Dr. Denise Fleming, who is represented this evening by Mr. Fleming, her husband. Dr. Fleming is the Board Vice President. Susan Johnson, Moreno Valley Unified School District Board of Education. Derek E. Graw, Moreno Valley Unified School District Board of Education. Patrick Gallagher, Moreno Valley Unified School District Board of Education. Carol McCord, MVEA President. Ann Adler, MVEA Executive Director. Jillian Neal, CSEA President. Oscar Valdepena, Moreno Valley Chamber of Commerce Executive Director. Nikki Clowney from the Outward Bound Program, Moreno Valley. Julio Gonzalez from the Moreno Valley College School. He is attending tonight on behalf of President Dr. Sandra Mayo. Tracy B. Nakar from the Yukon County Unified School District. She is the Director of Career and Technical Education. Mr. Corey Jackson, representing Sigma Beta Psi. Tyler Dubowski from Renaissance Village. Kelly from Life Touch. Ethan Ryan, teacher, creative materials, the district manager. Dave Pigman, curriculum associate, the regional director. Maria and Eileen Swanson from Horace Mann. Pamela Wallace from McGraw Health, representative. Dr. Hilma Griffin Watson, Executive Director with RCOE. Ethel Weaver Kalba from McGraw Health. At this time, let's give it up for the Moreno Valley High School Marching Band. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our 2016 State of the School District event. We are honored to have you here with us. Weren't the students just terrific? The band students are the award-winning Viking marching band from Little Valley High School, led by Director Gail Zambrano, and the Magical Choir from Visitor Lago, led by Director Tyler Edge. Their honor guard is from Canyon Springs High School under the direction of retired Major Josh Jennings. Could we give them another round of applause? And while we are applauding, how about we put our hands together for all the good folks here at Visitor Lago High School for hosting this event. I'm Dr. Judy D, and I serve as the superintendent of the Little Valley High School District. And I have to tell you that even though I am not the person who won the Powerball drawing, I still count myself one of the luckiest people in the world. And the reason why is simple, because every day I have the pleasure of working alongside 3,400 people whose mission in life is to educate the next generation, and in the process to leave the world a little better than we found it. And I am proud to report that due to their hard work as a school district, we are making impressive progress. Those of you who were here with us last year at this event may remember that we said we want to become so good and improve so much that we serve as a model for other school districts in California and around our country. I'm here to tell you tonight that we have met that goal, and it's something our whole community can take pride. Little Valley Unified School District, and by extension our entire community, is now clearly on the map. Not a week goes by anymore that we don't get a call or an email from another school district asking for guidance. They want to know what it takes for a large, united urban school district to increase its graduation rate more than 17% in just 4 years like we have. And they call to ask. That's by far the greatest graduation rate increase for any school district in Riverside County, and one of the greatest in California. They ask what kinds of great teachers and principals it requires for a school district to win 7 prestigious Golden Bell Awards in 4 years like Moreno Valley Unified has. The Golden Bell is presented by the California School Boards Association and is the most prized award in California education. In December 2014, we won 3 Golden Bells, which was the most of any school district in the state. Last month, we won our 7th. It was awarded to our outstanding Parent Engagement Leadership Initiative, which teaches parents how to become more active in their children's education and in their school community. Other school districts call us because they wonder what the secret is to having 7 of our schools honored with the state's new Gold Ribbon Award like we had last spring. That's by far the most gold ribbons won by any Riverside County school district. 7 out of a total of 19 gold ribbons awarded countywide. The state recognized the following MDUSD secondary schools as examples of academic excellence that should be emulated by others. Badger Springs Middle School, Bayside Community Day School, Landmark Middle School, Sunny Middle School, Valley View High School, this is Del Lago High School, and Vista Heights Middle School. And we continue to get contacted by other school districts wanting to know how we turn the local control accountability planning process, better known as LCAP, from yet another state mandated burden into a valuable new tool for better engaging our stakeholders and routing our community to the cause of public education. In all these ways and more, we have become a model for other school districts, and it's something our entire community can be proud of. I am gratified and humbled to work each day with the professional educators, support staff, and students who have made all these things happen. And I would be remiss if I failed to credit our district governance team, our school board, with setting the tone and enacting the policies that have put us on this road to such remarkable achievement. And although they've been introduced, I still have to say their names again. Our board president, Mr. Jesus Holguin, our board vice president, Dr. Denise Fleming, and our board clerk, Mr. C.J. Johnson, board member, Mr. Gary E. Ball, and our newest school board member, Mr. Patrick Kelleher. What a great team they are. At the New Orleans Unified School District, we like hard work. We welcome the challenge. We proudly march from a banner that states clarity for everyone to see excellence on purpose. Recently, we asked our school board members about our slogan, excellence on purpose, and what it means to them. Here's what they said.
Excellence
Excellence.
Excellence.
on purpose.
Excellence on purpose!
Excellence on purpose means that we are here concentrated on the education of every child that goes through every classroom in the school district. I strongly believe that the visual and performing arts in education are a critical component of that process. So excellence on purpose means to me that we are all ready to open the possibilities in the arts for every student so they can be successful in the future.
To me, excellence on purpose is processing high-quality programs at a high level. We have demonstrated that by offering dual language at the elementary level. We offer Spanish classes to our middle school students, and we also offer multilingual programs at the high school level as well. We continue to excel in these programs. We continue to lead the county actually in the field of multiliteracy.
To me, excellence on purpose is characterized by mindful leadership. It's the leadership that has a plan of action that is supported by all stakeholders within the community. I believe our strategic plan, our LCAP, and the follow-up that we're initiating with all of our stakeholders in the community is an example, primary example of excellence on purpose.
If you're going to reach excellence, it's got to be planned. And it needs to be looked at and measured and followed up on. There is no just happenstance excellence. It always has to be with a purpose. I think in the elementary school, adding back in music and art programs has encouraged elementary students to do much better than they've done before.
I think about one of the things that we've just started here, which is called an AVID program for our African American boys. I am so proud that Dr. Ketchiora saw a need, and he filled that need by being bold enough to go to Moreno Valley High and say, look, let's start this program so we could show our boys that they can be better than they think they can be. And to me, that is excellent on purpose.
Excellence on purpose. That's who we are, and it's what we're about. The reason we seek excellence in all we do is simple. Our students deserve nothing less than the very best. The very best from us and the very best from themselves. If we have time, I'd like to introduce all 3,400 employees of Moreno Valley Unified, because each one plays an important role in helping our students find success. Whether they serve students in the boardroom, the classroom, or the lunchroom, our employees do it with pride and dedication like no other I've seen. And they deserve a round of applause for the work that they do each day. I do want to recognize people whose leadership I rely on most closely, and that is my cabinet. Our Chief Academic Officer is Dr. Martin Scaziola. All the awards and accomplishments I mentioned at the start, we probably wouldn't have them if not for his deeply ingrained commitment to go above and beyond, and then go above and beyond that, and then go above and beyond that, to support our students and teachers. Dr. Robert Birdie is our Chief Human Resource Officer. All those wonderful employees I mentioned, he's responsible for recruiting many of them, and for helping make Moreno Valley Unified one of the most desirable districts for people to want to work for today. Francine Story is our business manager, and she has done an outstanding job serving as our interim chief business official since last July. And she's done it with the utmost grace and a smile, which is especially remarkable given that she was also doing her regular job at the same time. I tend to get a lot of credit for good things that happen at our school district, but the truth is, I have this remarkable team backing me up every step of the way, and they deserve just as much credit, if not more. If they could please stand. Because you're in the room, because you know what he's doing, he's still getting things ready. So we do appreciate them. But just as we can't possibly introduce all of our outstanding employees, it's impossible for us to recognize all of our outstanding students here tonight. So what we've done is we have selected a representative group with us, and we'd like you to meet, and they're just going to stand where they're sitting, and I believe our staff is going to have a gift for them. But I asked our research department, I said, just for 3rd and 5th grade, last year we took that Smarter Balance test. I want to know who scored the highest at 3rd grade and who scored the highest at 5th. And we're just going to honor them here, because some people said that they wouldn't be able to do it. But these are students that are advanced. They have an overall exceeded the standard. That is actually on the test, and the claim score is above the standard. So first we'd like to introduce Eunice Santos, And we have Ashalia Brown. Kathy Hope. And Daniel Cardenas. So there wasn't just one student. We actually had these 4 students were the highest among elementary students on last spring's First Balance Smart Balance Assessment. And in English Language Arts, Eunice and Ashada, they had the highest scores of 2,604 and 2,701. And so we appreciate that. Eunice actually goes to Seneca Elementary, and Ashada goes to Vista Heights Middle School. Athlete and Daniel scored the highest in math. Athlete scored 2621 and goes to Northridge Elementary, and Daniel scored 2685 and now is at Mountain View Middle School. And I asked you to come over there. One of them, what do you like about school? They asked the ones who scored the highest in math said math, and the ones who scored the highest in language arts actually said language arts. And I said, why? And the response first was, I love it. They all said that they love that field, that area, that content area. And then one said, it's easy for me, and the other one says, I love a challenge. Well, we love you, and we appreciate you for being high scores in the River Valley High School District. So now we're going to acknowledge middle school and high school. I'd like Seth Kornacki to stand, please. Seth is a 6th grader at Mountain View Middle School. He has a 3.5 GPA and is enrolled in the AVID program. Seth also currently serves as a student representative on the district LCAP committee. To paraphrase Winston Churchill, some people are born to lead and others have leadership thrust upon them. In Seth's case, I think it's a little both. Recently, he was honored by both our school board and the city council for representing our school district in Washington, D.C. as a California delegate to the World Leadership Forum. Seth is already thinking about college. He's interested in pursuing a degree in journalism at UCLA, Cal Poly Pomona, or UC Santa Cruz. Please congratulate Seth. Now I'd like you to meet Kevin Metzenheimer. Kevin is a senior at Moreno Valley High School. Kevin, where are you?
Dr. White, Kevin's at a basketball game in San Bernardino. His coach didn't give him that option. He wanted me to give you his follow.
I do remember getting that memo. And I knew that there was one student who had a competing game, and we want to win. He's already won this. Yes. So I do want you to know that he's a 3-sport athlete at Mobile, and he's been voted 2 years in a row as an all-CIF student athlete in the paper for the CIF. Even with all the time and commitment required to letter and sports, Kevin maintains a 3.12 GPA, and his success story has a real touching part to it because at age 13, Kevin lost his mother in a drive-by shooting. At the time, he was struggling in school. When tragedy struck, it would have been easy for him to turn down a dark road to despair. Instead, to honor his mother and her wish that he committed to do well in school and in life. Kevin recommitted himself to personal success. He says he came to rely on his friends, on his brother, his teammates, his teachers, and his coaches at Moreno Valley High School for the support that he needed. And he was being heavily recruited by college football programs. This young man has many, many choices. And I was going to ask him tonight which school did he decide on, but he's not here.
He's leaning towards San Diego.
He's San Diego?
He's leaning that
He's
way.
leaning towards San Diego. Isn't that wonderful to be in a position where you go? That's what we want. We want them to be in a position for choice. Now we have Ashley Brown. Would you please stand? Ashley, are you here? Yes, she is. Ashley is a senior at Canyon Springs High School and has been with Moreno Valley Unified School school district her entire school career. She's preparing to graduate in June with a 4.33. She has earned honor roll status each of her 4 years at Cameron Springs and now ranks 10th in her class. Her academic achievement is certainly outstanding, but the thing that impresses me most about Ashley, even more than that is her head, is her heart. I've heard about her heart. Underlying her academic success is a deeper motivation to use her talents to be of service to others. Ashley is a 3-year member of Canyon Springs Health Careers Academy and serves as a team leader for the Charter Hospice Program. If you're not familiar with it, the Charter Hospice Program is a powerful learning experience that teaches student volunteers how to be of comfort and compassion to dying patients. She is also a hospital volunteer with Riverside University Health System, and she serves as publicity officer for her school's anti-bullying club. Ashley hopes to enter the medical field, possibly as a psychologist helping children deal with trauma. Ashley, we salute you. We have Nick Araho. What? Okay, Araho. Nick is the vice president right here at Victor Lago, and he's well qualified to hold this position. He's been a member of AVID for 7 years, dating back to his middle school days, and he holds other leadership positions as well. Nick is president of the Vista Del Lago Interact Club. He's a member of the National Honor Society, and he's a school board student representative. And that's just his school activities. Nick also volunteers as a youth activities coordinator for Boys and Girls Clubs in a public housing facility. He's a summer camp counselor and mentor. Last summer, he enjoyed an internship working alongside the CEO of a nonprofit organization, and he won the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. Nick is a leader academically, too. He has been what they call here at Vista Del Lago an academic idol. You guys heard of the music idol, but he's an academic idol. Each year, we're having a 4.0 GPA or higher. And right now, his current GPA is 4.24. He has taken numerous AP classes. Not surprisingly, Nick plans to attend UC Berkeley. He wants to study business law and be an attorney for nonprofits. Please recognize Nick Hall. We're taking time because if we can't take time to celebrate our students, we're just standing here talking. And we want to be able to make sure that students are at the center. So Cameron Purdom, would you please stand? Cameron is a senior at Valley View High School. Her GPA is 4.511, and she ranks second in a class of 571. Cameron has been an honor roll student for 4 years and has taken AP and honors courses all 4 years. The College Board recently acknowledged her as an AP scholar with honors. That's just on the academic side, but Cameron is also one of her school's leading athletes. She lettered in basketball as a freshman. She was a scholar athlete and most valuable player for the JV volleyball team as a sophomore. Since then, as a varsity volleyball team member, she's added first team all-league, all-tournament team, and scholar athlete to her list of honors. And this season, she helped lead her team to a new school record of 27-3, finishing with a trip to the CIF State Division III Southern California Regional Championship match. She was named CIF Southern Section Division III AA Player of the Year. Cameron also participates in various clubs and school activities, including Eagle Scholars and Black Student Union, of which she is now president. She is also a member of National Honor Society and was her school Student of the Month in October. She hopes to go to Stanford to study chemical engineering. Please recognize Cameron. Incredible group of students, and what an incredible group of parents. And they are just a representative sample of the wonderful students we are so privileged to teach and oftentimes to learn from.
Tonight, I want to tell you about some things that are new for our district this year. One of the most fun things that's new to Moreno Valley Unified is our Reborn Elementary Band Program. It just got started late last spring. Here's how they sounded just a few weeks later at Summer Band Camp. Although the elementary band program is less than a year old, we now serve more than 600 young musicians with classes at every one of our 23 elementary schools. Recently, the elementary band program won a $5,000 grant that will allow us to purchase more clarinets and trumpets for use by students whose families can't afford to rent or buy them. And speaking of grants, we recently won another slightly larger grant from the California Department of Education. This one is for $500,000 and will fund a partnership between Moreno Valley Unified School District, University of Redlands, UCLA, and UC Riverside to improve the teaching and learning of mathematics at the elementary level. This fall, we won our 4th Federal Investing in Innovation, also known as I3 grants. The total of more than $10 million provided by those grants is helping us to lift the academic achievement of all students by intervening with students who are learning academic English. And so far, we're seeing tremendous results. One of the grants, for example, the Families Going to College grant called for helping 35% of a cohort of students who were having long-term difficulty mastering English to become proficient in English within 3 years. That was the target. Well, we did much better than that. After just 1 year, now this was a 3-year goal, but after just 1 year of focused instruction, 43% of the students we worked with became English proficient. Isn't that wonderful? Victories like that make it much more likely that students will stay in school, graduate, and be able to make college a part of their futures. By the way, those 4 I3 grants are the most awarded to any school district in America. As you may know, maintaining academic engagement and achievement at the middle school level is a challenge nationwide. So another federal grant we won this school year called Supporting Effective Educator Development, also known as SEED, focuses specifically on middle school instruction. It provides $2 million over 3 years to provide important professional development for middle school teachers in math and English language arts. Another key to keeping students on track is making sure they have early learning opportunities. So last year, we piloted a full-day kindergarten option at 3 of our elementary schools, Box Springs, Honey Hollow, and Cloverdale. That was such a success that we are now planning to offer full-day kindergarten at 7 more elementary schools this fall. So the schools that we're looking at are Chapel Hills, Hendrick Ranch, Hidden Springs, Midland, Ridgecrest, Seneca, and Sugar Hill. Now I know you must be getting tired of just hearing me talk, so I brought along 2 assistants to help me with some of this. Please welcome Kimberly Lopez and Rick Arano.
Thank you, Dr. Wright. This year, the school district expanded its successful dual language immersion program from 3rd Elementary School. Sunnygate Elementary joined Buttercup and Armada in offering students the chance to learn in English and Spanish and become fluent in both languages in
Demonstrating its commitment to alternative education, Moreno Valley Unified School District opened the brand new Bridges Learning Center, which brings together all the district's alternative programs at one site. Moreno Valley Online Academy, the Graduation Opportunity Program, Bayside Community Day School, and the Moreno Valley Community Learning Center. Moreno Valley Online Academy, or MEOA, will this year graduate a 16-year-old student who completed his junior and senior years in just one academic school year. MEOA, by the way, was the first school in Riverside County to feature the new three-dimensional computer graphics technology for use in their science classes.
Last school year, the district brought on 14 parent ambassadors whose job is to reach out to the other parents to help to get them more involved in their children's education and in their school community. This year, the number of parent ambassadors was increased to 22.
Valley View High School English teacher Brian Harris was chosen as Riverside County Teacher of the Year and was a finalist for California Teacher of the Year. He was also honored in Washington, D.C. with the National Award as Outstanding Teacher of the Year by the National Alliance of Black School Educators, or NABSE.
Our high schools have become sports powerhouses again. For the second year in a row, Moreno Valley High and Vista Del Lago football teams played in the league titles, and MOVA went all the way to second round in CIF playoffs. Both of the teams were honored by the Press Enterprise.
Vista Del Lago and Valley View volleyball teams won their respective league titles and competed at CIF. And Valley View made it into the CIF Southern Section Division III final. The Eagles finished with a tremendous 27-3 record, which was the best in Valley View volleyball history. Moval volleyball finished second in the league and also went to CIF. Our high schools also had success in basketball, wrestling, cross-country, tennis, soccer, baseball, and softball.
But this year, Canyon Springs High is in the planning year phase for the implementation of the International Baccalaureate, or IB, curriculum. Next year, Canyon will become the district's first school to offer the academically rigorous IB diploma program.
Knowing how hard it is for teenagers to find summer jobs and earn valuable work experience, Dr. White last year worked with the City of Moreno Valley, the Chamber of Commerce, and other community business partners to create the Asterisk Summer Internship Program. Recent graduates and incoming high school seniors get placed in 5-week internships where they earn a small stipend and, more important, get to learn what it takes to get and maintain a job. The first year, 75 students got internships. This past summer, Asterisk placed 130 students in valuable internships. And Dr. White asked me to tell you that she's always looking for new partners to take on more interns. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly and Nick. You did do a great job. There are a few new things that I want you to know about our district. Out of almost 30,000 public high schools in America, all 4 of our comprehensive high schools were ranked among the 6,500 very best by U.S. News and World Report this past spring. U.S. News and World Report's annual rankings of public high schools measures how their students perform compared with others within their demographic group, along with all students' college readiness based on their performance on advanced placement tests. Canyon Springs, Valley View, and Vista Del Lago High Schools earned the magazine's bronze medal, and Moreno Valley High School claimed a silver medal, ranking it even higher among the nation's top 2,500 public high schools. The class of 2015 set a new record. They were offered a total of more than $15 million in college scholarships and grants. That's several $1 billion more than in 2014, and we expect that amount to grow this year. Last spring, one of the members of the class of 2015, Wesley Cohn from Valley View High School, was chosen as one of the top 10 seniors in the entire county. Wesley and his 9 counterparts were chosen for the Riverside County all-academic team from about 33,000 seniors countywide. Now think about that, 33,000, and we had one of the top 10. He was someone that had attended elementary school year, middle school, and high school. Our graduates are now so highly regarded by colleges that we actually have had several college presidents make recruiting visits. This year, the president of Benedict College came and offered full ride scholarships on the spot to 23 students.
Wow.
I mentioned earlier that our graduation rate has risen another 2 points and now stands at 82.9%. Now, this is still for 13-14. We don't have the rates out yet for the 14-15 school year, but even looking back to 13-14, it's at 82.9, which is above the state and national average. But if you dig deep into that data, just a little, you'll find that we're also closing the achievement gap. And this is a conversation that's held across the nation. During those same 4 years, the graduation rate for African American students have climbed more than 16% to almost 81%. Our Asian students increased their graduation rate by 20% to 87.9%, and our Latino students' graduation rate of 83.8%, which is up 15%, now exceeds the district, state, and national average for Latino students across. Wow. So we are. Our college grade rate is not yet where it should be, but we're making progress there too by helping more students meet their A through G college entrance requirements, by getting more students involved with the AVID program, and by encouraging more students to take both advanced placement classes and the AP test. We've made that easier by adding more AP courses. In the past 3 years, the number of students enrolled in AP classes have increased by 800, and the number of AP tests has jumped more than 400 district-wide. In October, we provided free of charge PSATs for all 10th graders, SATs for 11th and 12th graders, and college readiness tests for 8th graders. More than 10,000 students took advantage of the opportunity to take these important tests for free. Just by taking the test, these students greatly increase their chances of going to college. Of course, we won't be satisfied until 100% of our students stay in school and graduate, but we are very proud of the rapid progress that they're making. All of these new requirements are focused on one thing: helping us meet our commitment to our mission statement, which is to ensure that all students graduate high school prepared to successfully enter higher education and/or a viable career path. Here's an ad we produced featuring one of our graduates who did just that.
Moreno Valley Unified graduates are succeeding at America's finest colleges and universities.
Currently, I'm a student at UCLA and I'm doing well academically and socially. And I feel like I can give a lot of credit to Moreno Valley Unified School District because I feel like they actually prepared me to succeed based on the rigor of classes that I had and the way that the teachers taught their students.
Moreno Valley Unified School District. Excellence on purpose.
Some of you may have seen that ad already. It's running before every movie at Hawkins Theater. Just to remind folks right here in our own community that the old stereotypes of myths just don't apply to Moreno Valley Unified anymore. Many of our graduates are actually doing quite well for themselves. Like Marina Ramirez, she sent us a photo and a note recently just to let us know that she passed the California bar exam. She graduated from Vista del Lago, and she got one of the first classes. And she got hired by one of Southern California's premier law firms, Fagan, Friedman, and Fulton. She wrote, "Thank you for your support along the way," and that's just a wonderful gesture for her to be able to thank her teacher. She came back to let us know the good news. We are also proud of one of our partners of the $500,000 grant that we spoke of a few minutes ago. Renowned UCR math professor, Dr. Pamela Clue. People have heard of her, they've heard her lectures, she's been in all kinds of magazines, she's known all over the United States, but she's an alumni of Moreno Valley Unified School District. And just last week, Canyon Springs High School received a trophy from the NFL celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Super Bowl. The trophy is in recognition of Canyon Springs alumnus Terrell Smith, who played in Super Bowl 43 as a member of the Arizona Cardinals. So MVUSD alumni are definitely out there making their marks on the world. And so I just want to take a moment just to share with you that as we continue to go forward, One of the things that we're known by is actions speaking louder than words. Last year, I received a call from a social worker, and the social worker said to me, Dr. White, are you willing to take in a foster student? There's a student that we have that has so much potential, we don't want to place them in a group home. Would you consider that? And then I started thinking, well, how did they know to call me? Then I remembered that one of our directors had said that this child was on their heart and they had given my number. I knew with my busy schedule I couldn't do it, but I asked my husband, Anthony White, who's in the audience today, if he would help, and was it okay? And he said, sure. But what we found out is that taking in a foster kid is more than emotions. It's not like the cousin just coming by. There are things that happen, but we work with that young man over the year, and we are celebrating that he's now in college, and he has his own apartment that has been given by the foster care system. But during that year, there are things that I learned, and I learned that sometimes bad things do happen to good kids. And I learned that healing takes time. But I also learned that love conquers more. And we had to love him like he was ours. And one night I said, okay, let's have a family meeting, and we're going to talk about the things that are important to us, and we're going to talk about what bothers us. Because our grandson lives with us too. My grandson, I don't like loud music. If whatever music people want to listen to, they need to put their headphones on. That was his story. But everybody had a story. But when it came to this young man, I said, so tell us what you like and what you don't like, so as a family we can meet each other's needs. And he said, nobody's ever asked me what I thought. I've always just done whatever I was told. He had lost his mother as a young child, and his father made bad decisions in drugs. And so he didn't have anybody. But we loved him. My husband took him to counseling, he took him to court, it's a lot involved in it. But you know what? This is who we are. Because even though I did it as a superintendent, I'm not the only one. There are psychologists, there are teachers, there are speech therapists, there are so many people, even other parents who are taking kids in because there's a need. And I'm not saying that's what I'm asking everybody to do, but I'm saying, can we at least see the potential in each person? Just like that social worker saw the potential in him, we have to see the potential in children, and then always do whatever we are able to do. That we look in the mirror and we say, did we do our best? Is this the best that we could do for our children? So I just wanted just to insert that so that you'll know that we are more than just an organization. We are people who truly care, that is supported and led by a board that truly cares about each and every individual. So as we look ahead to the coming 12 months, I see a lot of dust in our future, but that's a positive because the dust will come from all the construction that's going to take place. We already mentioned the new Bridges Learning Center, which was opened in August. One of the first big Measure M projects starts this summer when we tear down the old Edgemont Elementary and start construction of a 21st century school. Here's a brief video of what the new Edgemont Elementary will look like. The new Edgemont Elementary School will be open for the 18-19 school year. So also making use of state implemented program money called ERP funds, we've already begun and completed quite a few projects while Measure M projects are being planned. We completed a lot of safety and security work in the past year at schools including Mill Valley High, Badger Springs, Mountain View, Sunnymead, and Palm Middle School, and Armada Creekside, Edgemont, and Toronto Elementary School. Looking ahead, the long-awaited high school number 5 and the athletic complex at Canyon Springs are both now in the design phase. With so much going on in our district, it's important that we communicate our progress on a regular, ongoing basis. In addition to our ongoing LCAP process, which involves about 100 community stakeholders, we've begun other outreach efforts. Last spring, we rolled out the Common Core buses to fan out across the city and bring information to parents about Common Core, or what we now call California Standards, right in their own neighborhoods. We're also bringing district meetings right to parents in their homes. And how we do that is through our telephone town hall meeting. Twice each year, we set aside an evening and invite all of our parents to join us in a live phone conversation about education that we call the telephone town hall meeting. We had one in the fall that was focused on the results of our first experience with new state testing, and we're planning another one this spring. Whereas a meeting held at the district office might draw a dozen people, 100 people is called a good meeting, but we get as many as 3,000 or more parents to join us for at least some portion of the hour-long phone call. And one of our more popular outreach tools is also one of our most simple. It's weekly newsletter compiled by our Public Information Officer, Tim McGilvray, who's also been part of the planning for tonight, and he does the end of the week news. It gets emailed to our staff, community stakeholders, and parents. Again, the things we presented tonight are just a small representative sample of the many great achievements we've seen in the past year. To keep up with us, you can look at Facebook. Some of you can. You can look at different news media, but we want you to like us. If you do go to Facebook, we want you to like us. It's a great source for news and information that keeps us up. Ladies and gentlemen, and all students here tonight, that actually does conclude our program. And anybody who knows me knows I like to stay on time. It says 7:02. I ask you to stay to 7. I thank you for the extra 2 minutes. But thank you for supporting me.